Hey, how's it going, everyone? Going to do a quick weekly review. Here's the dollar in the weekly close, closing below the 8, 34 and the 13. Looks like it came into the 8 and got rejected last week or a couple weeks ago. I anticipate previous low breaks this week to come down. We got support lines on previous lows and last line of defense at 92 or so. S&P weekly close, looks like we bounced a little bit, got a little bit of leg. Closing above the 8. I do have a lower high. It needs to close above the previous high at 24.40. Looks like we bounced at the previous high over here. So let's see how we close for Friday. Looks like we got a 2-bar reversal. We'll have to see if that gets rejected over the 8, or is it going to carry downward over the 34 on the daily. It looks like a left shoulder head that had come down into a low right shoulder scenario. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then the rollover. We'll have to see how that works out. It looks like the left shoulder head forming. The VIX still trying to get over the 34 on that weekly. Bunch of inverted hammers. Looks like I got rejected here. Back into support one more time. I got a 2-bar reversal here. It's been basing pretty nicely. Went for a fall off on the S&P. I got a double top whipsaw going. It's got to take out that top, previous high top, 21,533 at the Dow Jones. Got to break that previous top. But it tried to break it this week. It got rejected, closing a whipsaw past the previous highs back in. It is closing above previous highs. It is closing above our support. So we'll have to see how the week goes on. Watch for a previous high break into the next range. Once it starts, I don't think. So we got a double top. It's got a double top whipsaw. Just barely closing above support. And it's very thin up here for support. Very steep angles have less support. So let it come back down into support sometime. Nasdaq's definitely bearish. I got a 2-bar reversal, lower highs, break previous lows, watch out below. I got support at 54.50 all the way down to, let's call it the emotional spot at 5. Closing the week, a bearish retracement back into resistance, a little hanging man. So watch out below. Previous low breaks at 56. Watch out below. That looks bearish through and through. Crude, I got a 2-bar reversal last week. Looks like we tried to get over the 8 and got rejected, but it is closing above support. Let's see if that is just a pop into resistance coming back into support. Try again. But watch out for previous low breaks as it could fall on over. Crude. I got gold. I anticipate this to come back into support. Make sure support holds. Hopefully this will turn around before it gets all the way back into the upward trend line. Maybe it'll turn around like right here and not exactly touch the trend as it's done in the previous. So maybe it'll come down into support and turn but we are working off a double top here. And some people are saying that this is a left head, right shoulder, and that could be the case too. But this is the bottom pattern. So if the head and shoulders top was up here, I'd be like, yeah. But this is the bottom pattern. That doesn't mean anything, especially if it breaks previous lows, completing the pattern. But I anticipate it hitting support and bouncing on up, trying again. Got an upward trend line. Let's see it come back into the trend and bounce, taking out the double top here sooner or later. Weekly charts take forever. Support on silver. Not sure if that's going to hold or not, but it did bounce pretty heavily off the previous low patterns, previous lows. Bounced right where it should, came back up into the next previous low. So it broke down, came all the way back in, closing at support. So let's see if support holds. See how we open the week. If it opens below, watch momentum carry. Make sure that this pattern here supports. Use this last pattern over here as support. I say if it breaks that low, watch out below. But I'm thinking it's still bullish. It's just doing the slingshot effect. Broke the 34, came back in as support, made a double top, came back in, gathered its legs, try again. So let's look for a pattern to form. It could certainly form down in here, but make sure we hold support lines if it does want to break. 1370, whatever. Watch out for the previous low breaks. Could be drastic. I'm definitely buying physical silver all the way down from here. Accumulating. Copper's doing a nice consolidation phase over the 34, so I anticipate this to take another leg up here shortly, as soon as it gets done with the consolidation. Copper looks great. Gold-silver ratio, this is the reason why I'm buying a bunch of silver, is at 77 ounces, almost 78 ounces per 1 ounce of gold. Let's see if we can pop that previous high. Bitcoin, still working that 2-bar pattern on the daily. It's a head and shoulders top, so I'm looking for this to break and to come back in. I got support all the way down, but look how steep that line is on the weekly chart. Double top, 2-bar pattern reversal. Watch it this week, break the 8, which is 24.30 or so. I don't think it's going to come back in. I'm thinking downwards to, I think it'll bounce at 19, come back into resistance, do this hokey pokey 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down into support wherever that holds. Can't really tell what's going on except for the 2-bar reversal on the weekly. But the head, the left head, right shoulder completing. Watch the downward spiral as it completes the head and shoulders top pattern. I got support at 18 and 16 all the way down. Previous breaks at 13. Use previous highs as your support all the way down. This could just fake out. It could, I'm not going to change my idea about the head and shoulders top. I mean, it does have to break down the complete. So what I'm saying is take a look if it goes above 26 and 28, breaking and taking out this top range. I got to get above this previous high to take out and make this head and shoulders top fail on the upside. So it could definitely fail and bust out to the top side. But it is a head and shoulders top until then. And so watch for previous low breaks. Watch the 34 break on the downside doing a measured move. But it hasn't broken yet, so watch out below if it does. Ethereum, back to the weekly charts, still working that 2-bar pattern. On Ethereum, on the weekly chart, 2-bar pattern. Closing below the 8 this week. Watch it come down into support somewhere. Lower highs, it is at support, but that two bar pattern has to be taken out in a timely fashion, or it's just going to lose momentum. So bearish on Ethereum for now. GDX still above that support line. Watch out below if it breaks the support. Got to get a turn. Two-bar reversal. Gap down, bearish retrace, rejection. Previous low break. Watch it come into support. Make sure support holds. Watch out below if it doesn't. Buy into support. Buy into support. GDXJ, something. Not good closes on the weekly. Make sure it holds support. Still inside that pattern, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, getting tighter, 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 tighter. Downside breaks look looks probable. It definitely broke that pattern. So we'll start there, make sure we hold that pattern. See if we'll bounce this week. Nugget. And JNUG, I just don't want to look at this crap. It ruined the whole thing. Looks like it hit through the 813, kind of held a minute, and then got rejected. I am closing a higher low. Let's start breaking into previous lows. Let's get above previous highs. It looks like it's closing on its lows. Does not look good. Could come down a little bit for a little maybe gap in the morning. Never know. Make sure you hold support on that last line there. I got support here so far, but watch out below if it breaks that support. TNX closing on its highs. Nice bounce off the 34, saved by the Bell 2-bar reversal. Just kept going. Closing on its highs for the week. Watch for a previous high break at 263. Be a nice breakout. Nikkei still coming into support, holding support very nicely. Looks like a stair step into support. Watch out if the this reversal pattern turns into a whipsaw and comes on in. Make sure you hold the previous highs for support. Follow that 8 all the way up. Shanghai Composite's doing what it's supposed to. We got a double bottom, 2 hammers, lower highs. We got the hammer, and then another hammer with a small, tiny wick. Broke into the 8, got rejected. broke the 8 and hasn't looked back. Watch for a previous high break at 33. And coal, looks like it's trying to turn. Got the V bottom coming into an opposing point. Let's see if we can get a turn out of this. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders on the daily. Watch that right shoulder. Make sure you hold support. Right shoulder slingshot moves. Looks like steel is just going into resistance and getting rejected. So watch out below. It doesn't look good for the weekly chart. I was thinking maybe it wanted to fill that gap, but it's looking pretty weak. Closing below the 8 on the daily. Looks like a rejection at a resistance. Looks like it's going to take another leg down, or steel. Glyphs, little iron ore here. Got the double top, 2-bar reversal, and then the hammer. Nice hammer close on the daily for Friday. Looks like coming into the 8, making a double top. Got rejected. Let it come back into the 8 on the weekly if it has to. Otherwise, watch previous high breaks on that daily hammer. 716 on up. AG, a joke. Looks like AG is going to take that leg. We're all hoping it did not, but it looks like it's closing below the trend line up to, at the upward trend line. It's been holding that pattern for a very long time. Now it closed outside of it on a weekly chart. Watch for previous low breaks on AG. Doesn't feel good. SLV, USLV broke previous lows. No kind of bounce either. Just select. Just pummeled it. Got the beat down. That doesn't look good. Watch for the bearish retracement back into resistance and then allowing it to fall over. That isn't good. NAK holding support on the 34 weekly. Need to turn out of that or it's going to fall on over. Break into previous highs, into the next range. Could be drastic. All the paper markets look overexposed. Uranium, let's watch it get into the 13, come back into support, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for the weekly chart. UEC is a reverse head and shoulders. Watch for the flat top break. URRE, nothing to see here. It's just trying to do its thing. Closing below the 8, again, getting rejected by the 8, holding support. So look for a previous high break over the 8 into the 13 this week. See if it'll do it. Apple, watch for Apple's previous low break. I got the cross on the weekly now, double top, 2-bar reversal, got the rejection, got the bearish retracement, rejection. Watch for previous low breaks on Apple. That's NASDAQ. Watch NASDAQ carry. I got a little small little hammer off of support there for Google, but I got the lower highs. I got a huge outside day. Looks like it broke the 13 back into resistance. Small rejection. Let's see if this will carry on the upside. Previous high breaks. Trying to get back into the 8 area. Or is it going to just flop over? Watch for previous low breaks. 2-bar reversal. Lower high. It looks bearish. And that's it, guys. I appreciate you. Watch out below. Please pick up some physical silver. And the markets look wrecked. I don't even know. Something really crazy is going on. Everything was selling off. So we'll have to see. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.